Employment, the economy, justice and education were among the topics discussed by a number of 16 to 18-year-olds from 9 different schools in the Western Cape this weekend. They were part of a 3-day camp on Robben Island discussing challenges affecting the country's youth and to formulate their own amendments to the Freedom Charter. Vaylen Kirtley is there. Vaylen, good to catch up with you. Just talk to us about that formulation of the Freedom Charter by these 16 to 18-year-olds.
Thank you very much, Hugo. Yes, well, it was 3 amendments that these young people want to add to the Freedom Charter. Things that they believe perhaps the Freedom Charter has missed, and things that they would like the leaders of today to really kind of take cognizance of, the issues that are affecting them most. The keynote address as the children arrived back from Robben Island was a Member of Parliament from the ANC, Noluthando Makasi, and they actually handed over their version of the Youth Freedom Charter to her, where those key points were actually raised. She joins us now. Justice shall be for all, education shall empower, and no one shall be excluded, and the economy shall serve the people. Mrs. Makasi, hearing what the young people had to say, being a Member of Parliament, was there a sense that government has failed the youth somewhat, if these are the things that should be basic for the young people, but they're raising to say that they're not being looked at correctly?
No, I wouldn't say that we have failed the youth, but we, from today when they raise those issues, I think we're giving them a challenge to be involved with us as government when we are crafting all the deliverables that we've promised them. Now, when I spoke last, I think one of the things that I wanted them to be involved in, it starts where they stay. They should be involved in the community, because there is involvement with street committees, there's involvement with pertinent issues that affect them right where they stay. Now, if they miss that foundation, they wouldn't be able to then survive going forward. Now, there are many opportunities that are there in government for youth, but most of them, as much as they have smartphones, as much as they're involved in social media, but because of the nitty-gritties and the many, hurdles that are put there, they are unable to respond to whatever that we're posting as an entice to them, so that they can be able to then ensure that they respond to what they are having as a challenge, like for jobs, for opportunities and everything in the different departments within government. There are opportunities. Some of them do get these adverts and they respond to them. Some of them don't respond because of certain challenges. Now we also have, because we are in the 3 spheres of government, that we need to have the lower government to also come to the fore in terms of also providing Wi-Fi. They have budgets for that, for youth to be able to access the community halls, to also go and access these things. Some areas do and some are still in progress. So at least if they then go to these halls, to these facilities, they are able to then connect and be able to, respond to these things. There's an area in Philippi, which is called Beautiful Gate, where the provincial government has actually given to the community, not only youth, a space for them to be able to do their CVs, to respond to adverts, to look at the internet, and also in the same vein submit their CVs and respond to this. If they are unsure of what to do, there is officials there is community member to assist them and take them to the right directions. So it only also takes them to respond to the opportunities out there and not only blame us as government. Yes, we are to blame, because sometimes there are promises that we give to them which we haven't at this time started to respond to them.
Respond to them after 31 years? Do you believe that that scope is going to change soon, so that they are not dealing with the same things in the next 31 years?
You must remember that in most of the instances, we as parliamentarians, we make law inside the chambers, and then implementation depends on departments and the officials. Sometimes it doesn't reach where it's supposed to reach, like in rural areas and in the furthest parts of South Africa. I don't want to refer now only to Cape Town because Parliament serves South Africa. So we also now had recently appointed a new board of the NYDA, which focuses predominantly on youth issues. So we're hoping that the new challenges and the new, wishes of youth, because when they came there, when they were interviewed, they were asked what their view is in terms of changing the situation that they see out there, in particular on young people. So with the budget that is going to be allocated to them, we think or we hope that they should be then assisting government and the departments through their budget to also ensure that they reach where we can reach.
Noluthando Makasi is a member of parliament representing the ANC. Thank you very much. And holding up these amendments, Hugo, that some of the youth that were a part of a 3-day camp on Robben Island discussing a whole host of challenges that young people feel they are dealing with today, things that they believe should be included in the Freedom Charter. In fact, in 2025, we're celebrating the 70th anniversary of the Freedom Charter. And with 1/3 of South Africa's population being young people, being in that bracket which is considered as the youth, these are the voices that we need to be listening to, especially on a day when many reflect on the freedoms that they enjoy and those things that are hindering their freedom. For now, it's back to you in studio.
Vaylen Kirtley coming to us from Cape Town.